Where can I find my manufacturer? It is your boy, Roly, back with another video, back with another banger. As you guys can see, today is a different type of video. Basically, I've been getting a lot of requests. People are like, yo, how did you start your brand? Please give me tips. You know, all of that. This video, I'll be giving rundown on how to start a successful brand in 2024/2025. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And thank you for 1,000 subscribers. We did that. I appreciate every single person that touched the subscribe button, that's been sharing. And yeah, man, let's get straight into the video. One, obviously, you're gonna have to come up with a name for your clothing brand. It has to be something memorable, catchy, and something that's not overused. Right now, people are using like motion, angelic, something with stars. So obviously now you need to brainstorm ideas and think outside the box. This may take you a few hours, so I'd suggest that you just take a walk, and that will help you gather your thoughts, and then maybe you can find some inspiration outside. Name and logo is one of the most important aspects of your brand, because that's literally your brand identity. When you see Nike, you think of the swoosh. When you see Adidas, you think of the 3 lines. So obviously when you're making your clothing brand, you need to get something, you know, something that just pops. And the apps that you can use for this is Photoshop and Illustrator. Personally, I use Photoshop, but with Photoshop, you're gonna have to pay a monthly subscription. I think it's like $40 per month, or you can just pay it yearly. Or you can also ask someone to design it for you. But personally, I would say design it for yourself, because now it's authentic to you and the people. You're gonna need to identify your target market. So obviously for me, for the Saints Club, my target market is from ages 18 to early 20s, such as 24. And people who are into streetwear, people who are business-minded, people that want to get into fashion, and also people that want to win, because our slogan is World of Winners. So if our message resonates with the person, that will obviously attract them into our community. Once you've got your target market, now you need to think of, what type of clothes am I gonna start with? Usually you'd have to think about the season that you're in. If you're in summer, obviously I would suggest that you start with t-shirts or shorts. But if now we're in the winter season, like right now, I'd say hoodies and also maybe tracksuit. Next, you're obviously gonna need a website. I use Shopify, but you can also use this platform called Wix. And you're probably wondering, how am I gonna get my domain? If you guys need a domain, you can just type on Google godaddy.com, and then once you go there, it should give you an option where you can type in the domain that you want, and you pay like $0.99 for I think it's a month. Or you can go to Shopify, and then in Shopify there's a place that says domain, and then you can just buy your domain off Shopify. I suggest you do this so that it makes your clothing brand more aesthetic, and now it makes the customers trust your brand even more, because I know for a fact no one is gonna buy from a brand that says, I'll just use my brand for example. If mine said the Saints Club my Shopify 9419, obviously that's gonna look suspicious. You get what I'm saying? Because now you're gonna be wanting to make some designs. Obviously, I said previously, you can either use Photoshop or Illustrator, and this is if you're using a PC. And if you don't have a PC, then you can use your iPad. I'll suggest using the program Procreate. And if you have an Apple Pen, that is plus points, because now you can physically draw your designs on these different applications. And I suggest you guys watch tutorials on how to use these programs. I feel like that would be very helpful. When you're drawing, it's all about your creativity. I don't suggest that you ask a designer to do your designs, because doing it yourself will save you so much time. Plus, it's coming from you. It's not coming from someone else. Question: where can I find my manufacturer? Obviously, I won't be giving out my manufacturer, because I feel like that's giving out your own personal source. And I know other big brands also won't be giving out their manufacturers. But I can help you guys try find your manufacturer. I say do your research. You can do your research on Google, TikTok, or you can try the Pakistan Instagram manufacturers. But with them, firstly, they are cheaper. But secondly, you have to be careful, because some of them do scam. So you need to check if this is how you know if they are scam. If they have less followers than they're following, then that is a red flag. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, maybe I'll put a few on the screen that you guys can try DM. But yeah, it goes through a lot of trial and error. You know, you could get an instance where you get scammed. So you really just need to be safe and double check if they actually worth it. Now that you have your manufacturer, there's two ways you can go about your next drop. You can either go the pre-order method or the pre-made method. Basically, with the pre-order method is where you buy one sample of your product and now you promote it to your audience and you allow them to place as many orders as they want. Let's say 30 people have bought this specific product. You take the money from those orders and you send it to the manufacturer so they can make 30 of those products. Problem is that it takes much more times than the pre-made option. So rather, personally, I use the pre-made option where you order a bulk and then from there you promote it and people start buying. And with this method, it's easier to ship out, because once someone has bought something, you can ship it out to them quickly. And if you're gonna go with the pre-order method, I suggest that you tell your audience that, hey guys, this is pre-orders. It's gonna take a little while for it to arrive to you guys, so that you can be more transparent, and now you can build that trust relationship between you and the customers. The next step is literally the most important step of running any business that you start. This is marketing. Literally, without marketing, your brand is nothing. You can have a fire product, but if no one is seeing it, are you really getting sales? So now how, you're probably asking, how am I gonna market my clothes? Two apps, Instagram and TikTok. Mostly TikTok. On TikTok, if you stay consistent, if you post 5 times a week, there's gonna be that one video that's gonna blow up. And I suggest that you first try getting your organic followers rather than doing like running ads, because once you run ads at the beginning, those are not your real followers. So now you're not creating a loyal customer base. So rather get organic marketing first, and then once you start blowing up, then when you're at the top, you can start running ads. But personally, I've been using organic marketing this entire time. But yeah, utilize TikTok and Instagram Reels. If you can get those in check, then you should be good. I forgot to film an outro, but if you guys enjoyed that video, please leave a like, subscribe, and if you want more content like this, 100 likes for part 2 where I go in depth and in more detail. Thanks.